Hello my lovely Sagittarius and welcome to your March 2023 reading. I'm Ali and I help people heal through tarot. So we have our oracle card for the reading is Our Shadows Are Beautiful. And this is a really beautiful card. So here it is focusing now. You can see this little being has a paintbrush and it is about to paint the skull. That's what we can imagine. This is about confronting our shadow side, having a good old look at in the shadow closet of what we're not confronting. So we are in the midst of Pisces season, which for me is a very internal processing time just before Aries season, where we get to do some looking inwards, a lot of looking inwards. Pisces are very good at looking in, and I think we've been confronting our shadow side now since Scorpio season, which was back October, November time in 2022. I think we have been looking at our shadow side since that's what Scorpio is all about, digging deep into the shadows, since round about then. The other oracle card we get is, so this is what's interesting as well, is this is number 34. Our shadows are beautiful. And the other one we get is number 43, so in the reverse. So look out for 34344343 and have a look at this card. It is beautiful. We also have a new moon in this card. It's giving me autumnal vibes as well, October time. So the ending that opens the space for the beginning. So I'm going to plug in my computer. Sorry, I think that's why I'm flickering a little bit. The ending that opens the space for a new beginning. Ooh, looks like we have some endings here. This seems to be, if we confront our shadow side, there seems to be a new beginning on the horizons for you, my lovely Sagittarius. Now, I don't normally start my readings with oracle cards. I normally end with oracle cards, but if anyone can go against the grain, it's you, my lovelies. So yes, I feel as though, especially since we've got 34 and then 43, sorry if you can hear my little bunny drinking. He always likes to drink when I'm doing my readings. I feel as though these cards are connected naturally, and they, instead of having, I'm kind of seeing the balloon and the flower as being very similar things here, okay? There seems to be some light to come out of your shadow side, some sort of confronting of your shadow side that's going to bring a new beginning. We have a new moon coming up on the 20th, or no, it's the 21st in Aries. So I think that's going to really kick off this situation, okay? I think that's going to be the start of a new beginning for a lot of people when we're coming out of Pisces season and moving into Aries on the 20th. Then we have the beautiful new moon in Aries on the 21st. And I think that's going to be the time that people are going to be action orientated. Go, go, go. Let's have a look at this sticking out. Oh, there it is, sticking out oracle card. So at the same time as you. It is the Hierophant. Okay, so major arcana straight out the back. This is how we are coming into the month. And I love this Hierophant card because it really emphasizes the enlightenment that comes with the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant is an enlightened being, normally like a priest. I don't know why this isn't focusing again. What is with my camera? There we go. Normally like a priest. He is the masculine of what would be the high priestess. This is masculine energy. And it's someone who is spiritually progressing up this ladder to some kind of enlightenment, okay? The Hierophant in the tarot and the Fool's journey comes after the high priestess. So after she is able to process all of her intuition and come to her own answers, with the Hierophant, you're able to spread your words, spread your intuition, spread your words in some way, your beliefs in some way to other people. So you might be joining a group of like-minded friends. You might be finding your tribe for a lot of you around about March, or at least that is something that you're moving towards, finding like-minded people, okay? Who is with me? Who's not with me? Who am I taking into this new beginning? Who is worth Who's worth me confronting my shadow side? That's not what I wanted to say, but it's what came into my head. So maybe this is about a person for some of you, but for a lot of you, you are spiritually progressing, especially throughout the month of March. Oh, another one has fallen, and it's Judgment in the reverse. So let's have a look at this Judgment card in the upright. This Judgment card, she looks as though she kind of has a vapor coming out of her. It looks like she is birthing some kind of truth. Now, when Judgment, there we go, is in the reverse, there could be something that you have missed, okay? This is number 20, comes before 21, which is the final major arcana, which is when you have reached enlightenment. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast about the World card the other day, because there's many ways to interpret it. And a lot of people see the World card as the ultimate enlightenment, okay? The kind of like the Buddha, you know? Yeah, the ultimate enlightenment. And that's funny because we're just talking about reaching enlightenment and some sort of spiritual progression here that's going on. This is a spiritual big job this month that's bringing in some sort of new beginning. Judgment has an element of past, present, and future always, okay? And what I'm getting from this card is for you to go up and in spiritual enlightenment, or for you to progress in this situation, something needs to come out with this card. Something needs to be drawn out. I'm kind of like you know, I'm kind of getting that energy of like when you have like something in your skin and you need to draw it out, okay? That's what I'm getting, especially in, I'm getting horrible imagery here now of like infections and how they need to be drawn out. But that's kind of like an infection we can see as almost like our shadow side. There is an element of your shadow side that you need to confront that you may have missed in the past, something relating to your past, of course, which is at the moment currently blocking a new beginning and some sort of enlightenment. But it looks like you're coming out of it. Yeah. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So here's the Page of Swords here. In this card, she looks like a student of some kind with lots of brilliant new ideas and a book in her hand. So the Page of Swords is always learning. Now, when the Page of Swords is in the reverse, it talks about misinformation, because the Page of Swords is information anyway. And a lot of times it's information on the internet, it's information on social media, it's communication gone a little bit. Now, we're not in Mercury retrograde shadow period quite so yet, but I think it's coming up in April, so it doesn't surprise me if I don't even want to check, but you can check if you want. I'm pretty sure we're coming into the shadow period in March anyway, over the next week or two, depending on when you watch this reading. You might be in the Mercury retrograde shadow period again. But yes, so misinformation is part of the retrograde. It's part of this reading as well. There's something that you have learned about yourself for a lot of you. So this could be a pattern that you've learned, a thought process that you have learned, or it's information someone else has given you, possibly online, something you've seen online that isn't accurate. Okay, and you've based a decision on this. You may even have spoke to other people about this, that this is your belief, and it's not true. This is really interesting. So if this is a love situation, this could be someone that you have met online, cards on the floor, someone that you've met online, or you could be stalking someone on social media. They could be stalking you on social media. Why did I pick this card up? I should have been like, card dropped on the floor, doesn't want to be with us, but I didn't. And it's the Tower card. Now, I really do love this Tower card compared to any other Tower card in any other deck that I have, because number one, I absolutely love hares, and there's a hare in this card. I'm sure that's a hare, not a bunny. Could be a bunny, but I love bunnies. This is a nicer version of what the Tower could be. Now, the Tower is always, 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 and it's funny because it's to do with misinformation. The Tower card comes when we have built a false narrative for ourselves, to do with something, someone. This is like the rug getting swept up from under you, okay? This has that feeling about it. Now, the Tower card, you can either see your Tower coming, and what I mean by that is you can see when you're building your own false reality, and sometimes you can get ahead of yourself and start deconstructing a situation piece by piece and make it more peaceful. Other times you can, and it's like a revelation that you can't unsee. Something happens that can't unhappen, obviously, and lightning strikes the Tower, and it's like, this cannot be swept under the rug anymore. But for me, this is more misinformation or a building up of lying to yourself about something, okay? Now, I don't mean lying to yourself in the way of like, you're lying to yourself. We all do it. Like, this isn't something that, I mean, I lie to myself every day. I get up every day and I'm like, if you get up at this time, you can go to bed at like 3 o'clock for a nap. Which I never do, but you know, we can lie to ourselves in 1,000 billion different ways. It's not even a bad thing most of the time, but this is a new beginning. This is what's going to bring your new beginning, this Tower card. For some of you, you're going to remember, I don't know why I'm getting this message, but you're going to remember a memory you're going to remember a memory. You're going to remember a memory. Yeah, you're going to like see an image in your head, remember a memory about yourself or about a person that you genuinely have suppressed. Others of you have been building a false narrative either in your job or in your relationship where it cannot be unseen anymore, okay? So this can be like when you go against yourself for so long, and that could be part of your shadow side, which is very unlike you, Sagittarius, to go against yourself. But I mean, I'm not a Sagittarius, so I don't know what it's like. After this happens for so long, the universe says, no more, I'm sorry, but now it's time for the Tower to hit. And this situation can no longer stay the same because it needs to be built on truth and love only. Anything that doesn't pass with the truth and love test isn't moving through with you. We get the 6 of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So the 6 of Pentacles in the upright is about giving and receiving, but mainly about giving. As you can see, it's someone's hand giving to another person's hand here. When it's in the reverse, there's a lack of generosity coming from someone, possibly with their words. It's coming under the Judgment card. Maybe you're going to look back and realize that, you know, someone hadn't treated you as well as you thought they had, or a job hasn't worked out the way you thought it was going to. You didn't get the promotion you were promised. You're like, oh, I forgot I was promised that promotion actually. Do you know what? Or I forgot we were going to go on holiday and we've just like totally forgotten about it. There's things that have been forgotten about that you have almost deliberately suppressed in a situation so that probably so that you can spiritually progress. But now that the universe is saying to you, no. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This other energy isn't giving to you, so you need to stop giving so much to it. Now, obviously, we can't all go ahead and quit our jobs, and it's not as simple as just like breaking up with someone if they're not giving you what you deserve in a situation. But what this is saying to you is you need to stop giving too much, because that's what's causing this whole situation. This could be linked to your shadow side about how much you give. I've taken 2 cards by accident and I can see one of them. Oh, the Fool card. Didn't see that one. Love it. Here we go. So 0, the beginning of the major arcana, right back to the start here. Here she is in her yellow dress, about to take a lovely royal leap off of this edge. Now, the Fool is a complete new beginning. That's what we were talking about, opening up a space for a new beginning. So I'm not surprised to see the Fool card here. And I'm loving this for you. This is going to help you come out of any sort of confusion that you have been having in this situation. There seems to be some sort of clarity coming in with this new beginning and this Tower card. It's going to bring clarity to you. It's going to help you spiritually progress, whatever this Tower is that's coming in. And it could also just be the fact that you are confronting your shadow side. Like I said, this could be a repressed memory. It could be looking back at something and realizing that it wasn't what you thought it was. Something is opening up the door for a new beginning, and the universe is saying, take a leap and jump. Go for it. Absolutely go for it, my lovely Sagittarius. So if this is a new job offer, if this is a new start in your life in any way that comes your way in March, take it. If not, this could just be you completely seeing a situation differently, but mostly the Fool is normally a complete new beginning, and she's not taking any baggage with her because she doesn't have any baggage in this card. I mean, in this card, I think she just has a crystal. Is it a crystal? Yeah, but if we were to make like a modern day Fool card, it would literally just be someone probably like iPhone, card. In fact, you don't even need a card if you've got your iPhone. Or a phone, pair of underwear, toothbrush. That's it. That's literally what you're taking with you. That's how much little baggage this is. So this is a completely fresh new situation, and it's coming under the Page of Swords. Because I think you are getting tired of someone's words not matching their actions with that Page of Swords in the reverse. And you're like, do you know what? Moving on with or without this person. That's very Sagittarius. Don't point your finger. That is very Sag energy. And we also get the Five of Swords in the reverse, which I love, coming out of confusion. So the Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius energy, and it's quite a selfish love card. It can be someone playing mind games with you. It can be someone with narcissistic tendencies, but it's a bit of a battle. It's competing goals with someone, and it's reviewing other people's motives as well. This is coming into the reverse now. So you're ending this conflict. You're ending this mental, because swords are mental energy, and the five is like five swords clashing together. That's how it feels in your head. You're ending this, whether that's because of someone else's mind games on social media, whether that's someone else's messages mind games, whether that's just someone's mixed signals. It's like, I have had enough. Okay, Fool card, I'm taking a leap, I'm getting off of this mountain. I love that. And I knew that card was going to come up because it was actually at the bottom. I don't know if you saw it earlier. We get the Page of Pentacles. Here it is. Now this is a card of patience. I know. Fire signs are not the most patient people anyway. But when it comes to this is a new beginning. You've got your eyes on something new, probably a job, a place you want to go, a place you want to move to. Could be a person or a relationship, yes, but there aren't lots of love cards on here. But you know, only you're going to know how this resonates as a new beginning for you. But this is about a new, and this is new because pages are young, okay? And this is like your overall energy card for me right now, this Page of Pentacles. You're going to have to be patient. The Page of Pentacles knows that everything has a season. Everything has a winter, a summer, a spring, a fall, an autumn, whatever you want to call it. And that good things take time, okay? The Page of Pentacles is not afraid to take things slowly, steadily, to do it right, okay? That's what this situation is going. There's no rash moving here. As much as there is the Fool, we also get the Page of Pentacles. This is a slow build. So you might take a leap and jump into a situation that's going to be a bit of a slow builder, okay? It's going to require patience. But the important thing to remember with the Page of Pentacles is that he is the only page who's probably 90% of the time going to become the king, because they're reliable, okay? The Page of Pentacles is reliable. It's earth sign energy. It's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And he or she in this is reliable, okay? They will make it to king status. They will move from the knight to the king. All the other ones, like the Page of Swords, Page of Wands, like they might make it, they might not, depends if they're going to progress or not. Page of Pentacles normally does, okay? Because they do things right. And that goes back to the Hierophant as well, of doing things by the book. There might be an element this month of having to do something literally by the book. And then we get the Page of Swords here with her book in her hand, and she's like throwing it in the air, and there you might feel like you want to just throw the book out the bloody window, which I totally understand with that Fool card. Interesting. And we also get the Two of Pentacles. Jupiter in Capricorn energy of juggling. You might need to juggle at the start, like a job and a side hustle. This might be a little bit of a transition. You might need to juggle two ideas. There's a need to make a decision here coming in for you guys. And again, there's that full moon. So we have a full moon on the 7th of March in Virgo, okay? That can be linked to this for sure. It looks like you are going to have to juggle this pentacle at the beginning in some way before you take your big jump, or after you take your big jump. But you will be able to do that. You will be able to spin both pentacles, two ideas, two people, two thought processes, two jobs, whatever it is, until this situation booms into the new beginning. But to go back to that original card that we pulled, our shadows are beautiful. There is a real need to confront anything here that does not come from the highest good. Any part of you who feels as though you're being lied to, or that lying to yourself, you need to confront that in March, because that is going to be the Tower card, okay? Whoofed. I don't like scaremongering. I'm not trying to scaremonger you here in any way. I hate it when you watch tarot readers and you leave nervous. Like, I never want you to leave my reading nervous. But I always have to tell you exactly how it is, and how to combat this Tower is through less giving, less looking online, less believing what you hear, and moving forward anyway. So for those of you who are here for love, we get heart-to-heart conversations. Finally, what makes me laugh about this card, when it will focus and you will see, is that he always looks so forced into this conversation. Like, he looks raging about it. Doesn't look happy at all about this conversation. But it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? So for some of you, there are some heart-to-heart conversations on the horizon, and that's what this situation needs, because those heart-to-heart conversations and vulnerability is the best way to battle your shadow side. Let's take another one. And we get retreat. Retreat. Is it going to focus? Anyway, it says it's time to disconnect from the world. And this is obviously two people going away to disconnect into the woods by themselves and spend some quiet, lovely time alone. That's what you need. That's what this situation needs, and you need is time alone to be able to actually confront the shadow of this situation. Because I don't think it's going to be quite as scary as you think. And the other card we get is calling in your soulmate. And this goes back to a reading I was doing the other day, which spoke about saying no is as much showing the universe what you don't want, is as much showing the universe as, like, it's just as powerful as showing the universe what you do want by saying yes, okay? Saying no to other situations that don't serve you, or saying no to mind games, is going to help you. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualizations help bring you together, calling in your soulmate. Some of you are calling in your soulmate in March and manifesting that, and that could be what part of your new beginning is, but it's going to require a leap of faith. It's going to require a jump, my lovely Sagittarius. Whoofed. Wow. That's us for today. We're going to leave it here. If you'd like a private reading with me, the link is in the description box. If you like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for making it to the end if you have, and I will see you soon. Namaste.